Mushy, mushy. There we go. Almost missed it. I hate when that happens. Oh God, that was a mistake. That you know, the whole voice thing. Just we'll get her back. The sniffling, the sneezing, the coughing, the aching, the stuffy head, the no, ow, it hurts thing. Yeah, still there. Still there. Hacked up a lung last night. And the day before. Other than that, feel if I was to put a percentage on her, let's call her a 47%er out there. That sounds about right. That sounds about a Dewey right there. Launch that game up and just get. We'll get there. Time. On time is great. And ladies and gentlemen, we are live with the Trails Gold Steel 4. Nailed it. Just my volume. Oh God, no, you can't play a game at that volume. That's too loud. And I know what you're thinking. Most people are like, well, look, we're already dealing with a loud streamer. You know, do we really want to be jumping on in with a loud game? Maybe it'll drown out the streamer. Maybe, I don't know if you're thinking that way. Possibly. It looks like we're in a dungeon, the Ortis Waterway, if you want to call that a dungeon. Came on what? Oh, the Duke's Mansion's right there. Okay, looks like we're just heading on into God's Soap Dish with a 13-monther Prime. Good morning, DJ. Thank you, Soap Dish. Very much. Good morning to you, my friend. I guess we're going. Wait, well.
Way through. Maybe adjusting the water level will help.
But I think we did that.
Give it a shot, I guess.
There's a valve on the far.
Do I want to go that?
Give it a try.
Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. It is. It's gonna leave several more. Do I want to go that way? I don't like. There's got to be another one. Unless we lowered the vault. Like, we got everything over there. I just don't see what we're getting over that. Like, that looks like that leads somewhere else. Wait, I have to lower the water level to go there? It would look like I would have to raise it to go that way. This is what happens when I have no idea what I'm doing. How's the weekend, folks? Let's see what this does. Let's see what this does. It's gonna do one of two things. It's gonna raise, or it's going to lower. Wait, are you telling me that they were afraid of jumping on those boxes because they might get their feet wet? Oh, I hate it. When we were driving home last night, the worst. No. Yeah, driving home at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. It won't let me go down. Or do you mean go down there? Like, you mean I gotta go down there? It will not let me cross. Oh! Well, now we've done it. Okay. I feel like we've done this. Yeah, like we got that. Oh. Do I? No. Do I? Shoot the box. Okay. Shoot the boxes. No! No? No. 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 Ah! How do you change?
Yes.
There we go. Woo, lordy. No? How? What happened?
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Take this. Locked and loaded.
You need someone with a little bit more oomph to them. Okay, so I okay. Now I got...
Ha!
That accomplished nothing. Now raise... Oh my god, just so much of going back and... We'll get there. Oh.
Looks like we can cross.
I see, said the blind
Let's
man.
continue onward.
Oh. I saw. Well, that was a long-winded way of getting there, for sure. Thank you, DJ, for all of the hard work you do.
Shit!
We could have been there for years. Years.
We made it.
So as much as I enjoyed the extra hour of sleep, which really wasn't an extra hour of sleep, I don't like that it's dark all the time now. I don't like it. Uh-oh. We're in El Duque's mansion. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. I mean, we wanted to get over here, right? Like, that was the whole thing. How do I not play a fucking game for fucking 3 days? And I have no idea what I'm doing. Zero. My god. Well, okay. Seems like we made it in. Yeah, this is the Cayenne estate, all right. Toll and the Empress must be here somewhere. So, what's the plan? We gonna dress up as servants and sneak around? It seems we don't need to concern ourselves with subtlety anymore. Uh-oh. The Armed Regiment God. You're playing Yakuza now, and I keep hitting the wrong buttons because I'm used to playing Yeah, that'll go away though. That'll go away. You're not as silly nanny as I am, relatively. Huh? It's them. The Railway Military Police? What the hell?
It certainly has been a while, hasn't it, Class 7?
Certainly has been, Captain Engel. I remember you. We saw you a few times back when we were students. That's right. You're Major Claire's adjutant.
I'm quite impressed, everyone. You were able to make it through the Imperial Defense Force. But despite the unlikelihood of it all, Major Revelt accounted for this. She knew you'd break through. Some way or another.
So, she sent in the big guns. Just having some brekkie before hopping back on into BG3, pushing 3. Now, but you said, I thought you said last stream, you're pretty much close to done then. You're not even going to know what to do with yourself, right? But you're really looking for a fight there, eh, pal? Positioning her elite team down here. I shouldn't have expected anything less from the Icy Maiden. You know what's funny, though? As someone who's come close to that mark playing Persona 5, when you play those types of games, like the Pillars of Eternity, Divinity Original Sin, Baldur's Gate, for some apparent reason, and anything else like a MMO, the hours played don't really make it feel like it's a long time type of thing. But if you were to play it into this type of game, it's like, you know, you're lost, you're gone, you have no idea. You keep going back to it. Hands down, my pick of game of the year. What would be number 2 for you then? No. Baldur's Gate 3 is not an MMO. It's not. I'm trying to think what they classify those. It's like a Dungeons and Dragons. There's a name for them. I can't remember what it is. You're not the only ones that can retreat. That's right. We got our own path to follow. We just gotta get past the Icy Maiden's right-hand man. And I suppose we have no choice. CRPG, thank you. I knew it would come on me eventually. Lunaria Nature Park, Ruhr, the Civil War, the Ordis bombardment, and the hunt for the Calvardian agents. We've worked together so many times I didn't want to exchange blows, but, well, the blows are right now. Commencing combat and suppressing and capture the target. Looks like they're running a tight ship as always. Well, it's the Imperial Army's elite squad. Let's take them on with everything we've got. Fine by me. I'll beat the shit out of them.
The RMP won't back down.
Hey, look at that. Rain gets to go first. I don't see anything within... Oh. Second favorite this year is probably Jedi Survivor, followed by Final Fantasy 16. Very nice. I don't know what those guys are going to be capable of doing. I don't need any health. But, you know, that's always really good. The insight is really always good. Yeah, me neither. I'm waiting for it to come on PC, obviously. It'll get there. It'll get there.
Crimson Flash! Now! There!
Oh, thank God that missed.
Not on my watch!
So far, we still have Super Mario RPG coming out on Friday. Yes! Yes! Completely forgot about that game. How has Reen got 2 goes and still nobody else is getting a turn?
Now!
I mean, I'm not complaining. But...
There! I won't forgive you!
We need to get Kurt out there.
It's my turn.
As much as I love some music. See if that'll stick.
Now's our chance.
Take this! It's my turn.
All right, Usus, what do you got? I mean, nice. Fortunate we won't hit Reen there, but I also don't really need...
On your knees. They're open.
Final Fantasy 16 was much better than you expected me. It was the best one I've played since Final Fantasy 9. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the end of, like, you know, I'll get to it. I don't really get an option to get everybody there. I know Kurt has. He's only got 34 CP. And nobody. All right. Well, might as well impede who we can.
Locked and loaded. Fire away! They're down.
Yeah, like, what's your thoughts, Soap Dish? Of, like, do you think Reverie could be as good, with the possibility of it replacing Baldur's Gate 3 as your game of the year, or you know, is it so far up here?
Let's go.
Is it on the pedestal that, like, there's no way?
Crimson Flash!
It's my turn.
I'll
I'll leave it to you.
Leave it to me.
Ham, onion, cheese, egg, scrambled, shredded hash brown. That's a solid breakfast right there. Solid, right there. Solid. Right, that ain't gonna do her. It's easily the best game you've played in a decade. Wow. I mean, you got to give it. You got to give it, right? I mean, they can really hit the. It's gonna suck that no one's gonna be able to get that move done. There's 3 of them that's gonna do something here. I mean, I'm in pretty good shape though. As long as they don't do anything overly stupid. Oh, you boys just gonna heal? I mean, a lot. Oh God, that's not a heal.
Damn you!
Wait, you don't understand the hype over of what? Of Baldur's Gate or of Star Ocean? Like Baldur's Gate, if it's Baldur's Gate, even though I don't even though I'm not really a fan of those games, people have been waiting on that for so long. I can see why people are hyped up about it. Like it makes sense to me why and it's a good game. Not only were people hyped up about it, but they did, the developer did their homework. They know their audience. They know what they have to do for those people. Like even though it's not my jam either, I still would think about it. Yeah, exactly. So you have people who are waiting 20 years, and that was BioWare back then, right? Soap Dish? Was that? Am I right?
Second form down! It's down!
Again, as someone who's a direct fan of Final Fantasy 14, and maybe I don't know if you're interested in watching it. Like, I can't argue to someone of what they want to play. I can only guide people and sort of say, I know it's an MMO, and that already puts off a lot of people that they don't want to pay $15 a month, regardless that they'll pay, $60, $70, $80, $90 for a new game every month or every couple weeks, whatever. That's fine. But Final Fantasy 14 still, outside of the MMO stuff, has one of the best Final Fantasy stories, and not even just Final Fantasy, some of the best story. Not just to say, like, for an MMO, it is a great story for a Japanese RPG. It takes a little bit to pick up after A Realm Reborn, and I've heard nothing but good things about it. 17,000 endings to BG3. Wow, that's a dilly of a pickle right there. I think it's time to swap out and get our Crow Boy in here. He needs to get something. I could just do that and just, get it all over and done.
Marcus, activate! Leave it to me.
I love when that. I love it. Let's get some people involved here. Who's been in there?
I leave it to you.
I'm not your biggest fan, but I'd love to get you some work in here. Love to. Oh, you're missing out on those. Again, though, they're for certain people, though. They are for certain people. Like, I would say try... I don't even know which one to say to try, DJ. Like... I mean, I can say for sure which one not to play. If you've never gotten into them, is Sekiro. Some people would argue that's not even really a Souls game. I would say it is. But I would say you start either Dark Souls 1 Remastered or Bloodborne, something like that. See if it tickles your fancy. But again, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Like, you're gonna know whether you like something or not very quickly. So that would be my thing. I mean, that's the best type of rage, though. I myself have given that rage. Yeah, Elden Ring's another good one if you want, like, the newer one. Like, again, can't deny it. Good stuff.
Well fought.
Oh, I love when I get lucky. I love when I get lucky. That guy's got nightmares, so that won't hit.
Judgment time.
Elden Ring actually is probably the less rageous one because of it's open world, so you have a little bit more option to yourself of what you want to do. You know, the other ones are a little like they're linear, so like, you know, you can only go a fixed route, you know, and you're gonna be doing certain things. Like there isn't much more you can do about it, right? Yeah, I love me the Souls games. I do. I love them. They're good for me. I like them. I want, like, you know, I want to go back and play them. That's how much I like them.
Moving out.
Like I feel like they're for a good playthrough again, maybe every couple years or whatever, for sure.
You messed with the wrong guy.
Sekiro, I think, is, as someone who's platinumed it, and Bloodborne, Sekiro is by far the most rage-inducing one.
All right, got it.
Birthday stream. Well, there you go. How old do you turn? 73? I think so. Level 99, the great one, Rain Gretzky.
A matter of
Triple
course.
digit.
I did it. I must train even more.
Old enough. True. Twilight Blades. There you go.
Nice.
Up and at them.
That's how
Up and at them. Why do I got a feeling we're going to be running into Claire soon enough? Yeah, we're strong. Well, this is class 7 we're talking about. They're really putting up a fight. These guys are even more of a pain than those damn IDF players. The Ashen Chevalier deserves his reputation. Class 7, too. And what else could I expect from the former terrorist leader? No. Now it's just the Azure Chevalier, right? That was a cheap shot. You don't seem to know when to back down. Is this guy gonna pull pocket sand? Well, it's not in his job description. Damn it. Do you realize that the Imperial family are being held against their will? Even with your skill and pride, why do this? I'm aware of the impertinence, and I understand the injustice. But while Major Rivelt and Major Irving have their flaws, they are willing to die for the cause. Yeah, and I guess you like easily could say Armored Core is not a Souls game, right? Like I always had and heard, like I know like that's Armored Core 6, right? The newest one. They haven't made one in a long while. I always heard of like the Dark Souls games doing so well is what allows that new Armored Core to be made. I know that, you know, it won't sell as well as a Souls game, but that's why like that relationship has to happen, right? Like to allow a developer to do that type of thing. And in that case, we got to support them as the RMP.
Allow us to relieve you of that misguided pride of yours.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. It is. Like I was running way before the Souls series game, and then, you know, they made Souls, and they're like, oh my god, we printed a moneymaker. You know, and they sold so well to allow them to make a proper one with, you know, all, you know, it looks nice. I'll give it that. What? Who? It's them. Dressed to the nines, Patrick High Arms and Ferris Florald. Patrick and Ferris?
My salutations, Schwarzer. I like your new look. I had an inkling you'd make it back to us safely.
And with Armbrust at your side, no less. If I didn't know better, I think you've curried some sort of favor with the goddess herself.
Wait, where have you guys ever been till now? No one in the Weissland army had a clue as to where your whereabouts was since Twilight started.
Unfortunately, we'll have to table that discussion for the time being.
Yeah, over beers maybe, right?
Her Highness and Herschel are being held in the banquet hall. You must make haste.
In the banquet. This is one of those things where even though I'm sure that, you know, they're being held... That almost came up. There we go. I'm sure they're still being taken care of, you know.
You leave these scoundrels to us. My brother and the others should be catching up soon.
Oh, look at all these people crawling out of the woodwork. Got it. Let's go, everyone. We're in your debt. Just don't get left behind. Some clean floors, though, too. You could eat off. Intruders! Oh, robot. Panzer Soldats? No, these are the machines we fought in Crossbell. Zauber Soldats, just like the ones we encountered at the Black Workshop. Guessing the red one's a more advanced model? Melgia. There we go. Oh. So the intel we received from the Major was spot on after all. This is the end of the line. In the honor of the Imperial Defense Force, we will allow you to advance no further. I really thought to keep these insane machines here in the mansion? Suppose if we're playing anything goes. No, Rain. You can sit this one out. After all, came all this way. Let me have a little bit of fun. Not to mention, I haven't got my buddy up with the kiddos yet. Gotta break him in, you know? Fine by me. Of course. I mean, though I do hope Instructor Reen can forgive me for dancing with a different partner. Right on ahead. Watch yourselves out there. The hell are you mumbling about? Doesn't matter. Stomp them out. Do they not know we have robots? Alright. Someone's coming with me. Which one of you is it gonna be? Call Muses. She's the one that did splurt out. We'll give it to her.
Come, Ordine!
Of course.
It's like, oh my god, I'm being summoned. I gotta fly there in about 6 minutes. Oh wait, I forgot we teleport now. I still feel, in the world of the teleportation, I still feel like having like a little thing open up on their chest so that they would climb in would be a little bit better. The Azure Knight. It's on the wanted list. Same as the Ashen Knight. Won't be a problem with this metal game. I can offer support. Watch out for that Crimson model. Let's get this party started. Alright. Oh, we got the HP critical word like we did. No healer though. So, I think Japanese anime and manga makers must do some good drugs. There's an Isekai anime that came out earlier this year where the main character is a salaryman who dies and reincarnates in a new world as a magical vending machine. I mean, what's wrong with that? Yeah, as I always go back with, no, they're not on drugs. It's the old Simpson joke. Rotisserie chicken can make anybody do anything crazy. As long as I have my impedes, we're good. So they're like right there. They're both attacking Muse, but they're not doing any anything that needs to be impeded at the moment. Pretty sure it's mushroom.
There! You're wide open!
Yes! Yeah!
Don't let up!
Uh-oh.
Ready. Moving out.
Darkness, sunder them! They're down! You're wide open!
I think it ain't gonna last long. Although I wonder if the red one can make the that one come back. Baby, come back.
Sure.
I don't think so, Tim.
Yes!
That was a good whack right there.
Spirit!
Ready.
Started a multiplayer game in BG3 with a friend. Made a half wood elf monk, and my friend gave me the gears because I made her bald. I'm like, dude, monks are bald. That's the RP rule. You're not wrong.
They're down! You're wide open!
My turn.
I'm trying. I should have went for the murder there. Still got it.
Yes! Yeah!
My turn.
Well, can't be having you do that stuff.
Darkness, sunder them!
Ready. Spirit!
Took Ash and had Muse support for the heal. Yeah, I'm starting to see why, like, you know, it'd be nice to have some heal, but yeah, they're doing okay. It's not terrible.
Here's a little something.
Not the most difficult of fights.
It's my turn. This'll get a bit spicy. Fire!
Oh, and he's on fire. He's on fire.
All right. Sure.
Uh-oh, how dare you? How dare you?
Spirit. Don't let up.
That was your waste of a move right there. That was your big to do. It's reading the patch notes for the massive patch that dropped for BG3. They've implemented AMD Fidelity FS32, which is really going to help make the game look. So did it already have NVIDIA DLSS? Because that's what AMD Fidelity is, right? The FSR. That's AMD's DLSS, right? That thing is going to be a game changer in the future. Absolutely. Like, it's weird because like I don't like it makes in the end of like
Yes!
for things in the end easier, right? Like I'm trying to think like I know they like the new stuff, they want you to buy the 40 series cards, right? But if graphics cards are starting to put in, you know, essentially allowing you to get a better frame rate and a better, you know, resolution without, you know, spending a bajillion dollars on like a 4090 or whatever. Like, does it sound like it's counterintuitive a little bit? Like, I'm just trying to figure out how it all, like, I mean, they wouldn't be doing it if it didn't make sense for them, right? But
This'll get a bit spicy! Fire! Now's our chance! If you won!
Sure thing.
Azure Wing?
and what's the 40 series cards? DLSS 3.0? I think the 30 series cards I have is 2.0, which is still very good.
Resonant Shot!
You'd feel like they would like make it make sense of like, I know the 1 series cards never had DLSS, but you would have thought they would have said like, hey, let's just make it so it's like DLSS 4.0 to match with, you know, the 40 series and, you know, and the Fidelity series from AMD, you know, they're a little, you know, the naming convention of graphics cards makes 0 sense to me. Yes. That's I've heard that's what the Nintendo Switch 2 is really banking on. Is some type of form of DLSS. They're trying to figure like how on earth like do you fit it into the Switch if they're going with a relatively same model, probably an 8-inch screen. But they're I'm hearing good things. There's a guy at the convention I was at the Autograph playing a game on Steam Deck. Did you want one after that, DJ? They really pulled it off, Reen. I mean, I never doubted. It is. It really is. It really, really is. I mean, I'm not a handheld guy myself, so it's way too big. It's got a lot of horsepower in that thing. I think that's just what they become. Like, I mean, when I take a look at this, like the Nintendo Switch, that's big. Like, and I know the Steam Deck is about a little bit bigger than this, just by a touch, I believe. But you know, like, the Joy-Cons on the side fit. Like, you gotta remember, like, we came from an era where like even the screen size of this thing was smaller than a Game Boy Advance, right? And then they switched it to where they were being played up. Like, you know, you had the Game Boy Advance SP, and then they went the other way with the flip screen with the that. Yeah, but it's not much bigger. I've seen the overlay of the Steam Deck on top of this. It's not much bigger. It's bulkier. Like, it's bulkier. Like, it's not as thin. Like, there's not a profile like this. Which actually, like, I feel like a little bit more of a better profile on the Switch would probably do it better. But that's why I don't like playing it in its handheld mode. Well, I expected as much from Crow, but looks like someone's grown a lot in their Panzer Soldat training as well. They've really come into their own. Last handheld I got was a PSP, which I still, yeah, and PSP though was just wide. I mean, you have to think, this is a Pixel 2. No, 3, and they're up to 8. People are getting used to these things being bigger and bigger. I always thought like we would go the opposite way with phones. I never thought people really would want giant screens on phones, but I guess it's just the way that people think and work with them, right? Is that they want they're not just used as phones, right? They're used as multimedia devices, they're used for so many things. So like once you sold people on that, they want bigger screens, apparently. That's what they want. People are walking around with iPads. Like, just popping out of nowhere. So like, I guess that's just the way it is. To think to pull out a Steam Deck or a new Switch when it comes out, like those will just be normal. If you use I've always had my eye, and I probably won't pick one up, but it was the Hori grips that make it feel like a proper controller on the side. I've always felt like if I had that, I might be more comfortable playing, because I hate the Joy-Cons. I think the Joy-Cons are terrible. Oh, you got one of those. Galaxy 3 Fold. Nice. Well, the Empress and Toa are just up ahead, along with the people holding them hostage. Won't be a problem. I'll take on anyone. Yeah, that's another big phone too, though, DJ. I'm sticking to my convictions here, no matter what. Not to mention my duties as an inspector. Really? So, I always remember of, like, I don't watch him anymore since his little slap on the back of the head for Linus Tech Tips. But I remember he was always using a fold phone. Do you ever find like that crease? You get used to it, or has it gotten better? Like, 'cause he was using an older one, and he always mentioned about it, but he always mentioned like, you never really notice it after a while. They're expensive though. That's the thing I always think. I expect those. I like the ability, because I remember my favorite handheld was always the Game Boy Advance SP, the foldable one. Probably much like your phone. Could fit in your pocket. Like, sure, you could put a Game Boy or a Switch in your pocket, not comfortably, but I always felt like that's sort of where we got to go, is like the foldable phones, like, you know, the old flip phones, but not losing out on that screen size. I'd expect no less. So now all that's staying in our way are two crazy strong chicks primed and ready to kick our ass, and we gotta return the favor at what happened at the Naval Fortress. Alright, Ordine. Go on ahead and retreat with the Panzer Soldat for now. Best of luck, bro. Understood. But who makes a foldable phone now? Like, I don't know if Google makes one. Samsung obviously makes one. Is it LG is the other one? I think LG makes a foldable phone, I think. Well, you got the left wing, the right wing. I don't know if they'll let me even go there. I only notice the crease if I'm under a fluorescent light. Okay. Game doesn't want me to go anywhere. Oppo, OnePlus, and Weiwu. Weiwu? I can't remember how to say that. Make foldable phones besides Samsung is the only mainstream phone maker that does. And the thing is, of like, in Canada, can you even get the Weiwu or the Weiwei phones anymore? I remember they made a big deal about that like last year. Do we head straight there? Yeah, head on into the banquet hall. Actually, hold on. Let me make sure I'm fully healed up. I am. Okay. Rena and the group proceeded carefully through the mansion until they reached the banquet hall where Toa and the Empress were being held.
I had a feeling you'd show up.
Toa, Your Highness!
Huawei, thank you. Thank you. I knew I was getting there. Huawei. Oh. As they would say, business is about to pick up.
Class 7.
Your Highness, I'm glad to see you're safe.
Thank goodness. It seems we've made it in time.
Reen, you're okay. And everyone else too, and...
Sup, Toa? How's life been treating you? Me? Well, you know how it is. Anyway, looks like I'm back with the gang now.
Crow... I can't believe it. It's really you. Wait, Reen? What happened to your hair? Oh, what am I saying? What
I
matters
dyed
is
it.
that you're
Going for the
alive.
Anderson Cooper look.
I felt this odd sensation earlier, like I was connecting with you somehow. I thought maybe it was just my imagination.
It wasn't. You may not have realized it, but you were there for me when I needed it most. I'll explain everything later, after we get both of you out of here.
Oh? Didn't anyone ever tell you it was rude to make plans without a lady's consent?
Not as rude as taking them captive, wouldn't you say, Jellica? Or would you prefer I call you Red Rosevice?
That is indeed who I am now. And you are the one they once called Siegfried, no? Your sweet nothings won't work on me, but I do appreciate you bringing that delicious little Duchess along with you.
Oh, you flatter me.
She still acts like the same old Angelica. That's gonna make this tough.
That's right. I was talking to her earlier and she acts more or less the same.
Oh, don't you worry, my dear little fawn. After this, we can talk through the night. Just the two of us.
Oh, come on, Angie! I know it's you!
Marcus's dad.
It has been far too long, Class 7. You've done well to make it here. You, especially, Marcus. Though it seems you're well in excess of your jurisdiction as a member of the Inspectorate.
Yes, I'm well aware. But as a member of the Inspectorate, there are still certain legal channels I can follow in an emergency situation. You hold here against their will a civilian, Toa Herschel, and the Empress of Erebonia herself. I'd say a situation like that more than warrants a full and comprehensive inspection.
How about an arrest?
Surely you understand as much yourself, Karl Regnitz.
Oh, using the first name for dad.
Even if not by your own hand, your compliance belies your guilt. The Karl Regnitz I know would never just blindly obey the government's whims without even so much as a...
It is precisely because he refused to comply that Governor Regnitz was transferred here to Ordis.
No way.
Major Revelt.
I'm sure I'm the last person you want to have explaining.
Wait, so is he being held captive too?
Governor Regnitz has been vocally opposed to the war since the Great
All right.
inception.
We don't have to be mad at him anymore.
Which he led an official protest of the national mobilization law at City Hall. In fact, he even went so far as to claim that the Republic played no part in the assassination attempt whatsoever. But in the end, no matter how hard he tried to expose the facts, that truth fell on deaf ears. His supporters experienced sudden changes of heart or were lost to inexplicable misconceptions. Others still ended up hospitalized, having fallen prey to sudden accidents.
Is this like people who say nothing but bad things about Putin and then end up falling out of an 8-story building with 2 gunshots in the back of their head?
Not one of these was the Intelligence Division's handiwork. Each and every account seemed nothing more than pure coincidence.
But that means it can only be...
The Great Twilight. The greatest curse ever known. A force that can bend even fate itself to its will.
You've all noticed, right? How strange everyone started acting all over the Empire? But beyond the obvious is some invisible force, subtly twisting the Empire onto a path of destruction. Its effects have become most apparent in the army, as well as the government.
So, it's gotten that bad, huh?
Dad, is this true?
I cannot say either way. All I've done is acted in accordance with my own convictions. Should I find my efforts have backfired, it can only point to my own failings as a politician. Under the National Mobilization Law, the Imperial government temporarily absorbed all administrative authority over Heimdall. As such, I've been sent all the way out here to oversee Ordis. Everything happening now is because I simply wasn't capable enough.
Governor Regnitz.
So the curse forced this fate on you before you knew it.
Wielding political authority means accepting the facts, and the consequences that stem from them. And the fact of the matter is that the city of Ordis, including this estate, is under my jurisdiction for the time being.
You're the boss. You're Tony Danza.
Therefore, you'll have to convince me, under pretense of your inspection, that you are qualified to take custody of my 2 charges. That way, neither of us will be abandoning our duties.
Dad,
What?
you're really... So this was your aim from the very start?
The governor's obligations and opinions are in no way the same as mine. Further, custody of Miss Herschel and the Empress is the Imperial Defense Force's duty. However, all of Class 7 are fugitives by law. Restraining you is my responsibility as a member of the RMP, my duty as an officer.
We're trying to basically arrest them, and they're trying to... Okay.
But more than that, it's my role as an Ironblood, as a vessel for this terrible curse.
Uh-oh.
Just like we saw in the Grawl.
This is the power granted to us by Chancellor Osborne, the mark of the Ironblood. It allows us to draw power from the energy of the Great Twilight itself. But its effect goes beyond merely boosting our battle capabilities. The Governor's failings, Operation Birdcage, all such events were brought forth by this power of ours.
Please don't be an AP fight.
You mean...
That's how you carried out Operation Birdcage?
The SSS, Yin, the Divine Blade of Wind, all of them are skilled fighters in their own right. No matter how numerous my forces or how adept my command. Do you really think I'd have even the slightest chance of cornering them if I didn't have this power?
I thought it was strange.
Back then, even I wasn't fully aware of it. But now I can harness its energy at will. And with its aid, I can easily stop you in your tracks. Class 7, I hereby place you all under arrest.
To horny jail we go.
Your inspection, if you so please. You're free to take Miss Herschel and the Empress with you and go. In the unlikely event you're able to kill me.
Oh, what a pitiable yet captivating spectacle. Like a glacier she stands, solid and steadfast, yet her heart lies frozen by sorrow. Mesmerizing in her frailty, apt as all ice is to shatter at a moment's touch.
What would you know about me, Roseweiss? Your memories have been wiped clear.
Perhaps so, but through a beautiful damsel's eyes lie the depths of her soul.
The size of
Makes
that
my
gun.
chest tighten to see her, the icy maiden within you melting into tears.
Don't trigger though.
Major Claire.
Even without her memories, Jellica hasn't lost her touch.
Major Claire, I was told Major Lecter said something when he fought the others, not too long ago. He mentioned the grief and guilt he felt after losing Milliam, and how the two of you would put things right.
back in Crossbell.
A moment ago, you said we'd need to kill you to rescue Toa and the Empress. The only thing that tells me is that you're all too willing to die. It's just as Rosefai said. It hurts my heart to see you acting so pathetic. Milliam didn't sacrifice herself so you could use her as an excuse. Fight for yourself, for your own reasons. Even if you have the power of the Great Twilight on your side, I don't intend to lose. Not to this melting imitation of the Icy Maiden.
Whoa, not bad.
You actually got through to her.
Such a dastardly way with words you have, Instructor.
What a cheesy-ass speech.
Still, he's right.
Ha! And so, the indomitable ice cracks. But like a knight upon her shining steed, I shall come to all these fair maidens' aid.
Very well. I will use Milliam as an excuse no longer. I am a member of the Ironbloods and an officer of the RMP. As such, I will use whatever force necessary to apprehend you.
Come at us then!
Your Highness, Instructor Toa, please stay back.
Understood.
Reen, Crow, you can do it!
There's our Rob Schneider moment.
I won't hold back. Prepare yourselves.
Enough words. Let your passion flow through your fists. You're being
Once they get to act first, god damn it.
Ha!
Let's go!
Oh, you son of a bitch! Does that mean nobody can use Brave Orders? Jerks. Disorder. Alright.
Sure.
Tag out! Leave it to me.
Can't use Brave Orders when they are using disorders. Yeah, apparently.
Yeah! An opening! Here!
Yeah!
break!
Let's go.
Moving out.
Yeah, I love when you can use that for free. Hey, Ethan, how are you, buddy?
Shatter!
How's this?
An opening.
Nice.
I'm up!
All right. We got something. Oh! High heavens. 10 turns, 80% damage reduction, and it's only going to cost us 2. I'll take that, thank you. Just watched a friend beat Tales of Vesperia, one of my favorite tales. Nice.
Roar! Healing strike! It's down!
It sure does look great, DJ.
Ha!
Moving out. Too slow.
Never played a Tales game.
Mine!
Sort of on the list, but
Leave it to me.
haven't had the opportunity really.
Divine shield, protect us!
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Not liking that stuff.
Let's go.
Of course you do that.
Now's my chance. Mortal Mirage.
An opening.
Oh, you gotta love when that works.
An opening.
How exhilarating!
It's my turn. It's down.
You did like Vesperia? I played a right. Yeah, have you played all like? I'm trying to think, what's the first one? I'm trying to think of.
Showtime. Very well.
Symphonia, isn't that the first Tales game?
It's not over yet.
Very well. I leave it to
Tales of Fantasia back in the 90s. Oh, was that like Super Nintendo?
Barrier of time. Break!
Never knew.
I'm up.
See a wonderful critical opportunity there. The first Tales game, it's the first one to gain popular. Oh, okay. Problem is I don't even have also looking forward to having so that's the second game redone, right? What was did they do the same thing with the first Star Ocean? I have seen a few people play it. It looks good. I mean, I think he's going to get to 100 here regardless. Like, if I hit somebody.
Very well.
96. Ah! They did do a remaster of First Departure, but they didn't add all the features they did to Second Story. Okay, so what's the first Departure? What's that on? Is that on everything as well, type of thing?
It's down. You're wide open. My turn.
SO1's remaster, SO2 is like a ground up remake. PS4 and Switch. Second Story is on everything. Okay. I haven't used.
All yours.
Leave it to me.
There, and then to have him use it. That way it's not complete waste.
Roar! Gold Dragon Formation!
Leave it to me.
Now, it's mine.
Brace yourself!
Star Ocean for the PSP. Yeah, Star Ocean was another one I never got into. Sort of wish I did, but. I like the style of it. Like, I think they're doing that for Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest 3. That art style.
Show you the true strength of ice. You're frozen prison.
Christ.
None on my watch!
This must be fate. Here I go. Mirror devices in.
Whoa, whoa. They got rid of my thing? That sucks.
Orbital laser. Fire.
This might tickle.
I'm sorry. Rest in peace.
It's my turn!
Ah. I had Platinum Guard up. So that didn't tickle at all. Just a little worried if they do it again. Time for Reen to go crazy.
I'm up!
My turn.
It's my turn.
I don't know what their association with Logan Paul, like why they think people want to see him wrestle. I will say he is good. I hate to admit that he's actually not terrible, but I think he's a fucking terrible person. Like the worst.
Coming at you full force.
Now this one might hurt.
You ready for this? Dragon kick.
Let's go!
Not dead though. Not dead. Yeah, but he's a heel. That's what they do.
Take this!
That's what they do.
I can't lose.
I don't know, honestly. I really don't know, Ethan. It's weird.
High Heaven Formation!
It's my turn.
Well, he always had a WWE contract.
Divine Shield. Protect us!
I mean, he's not just wrestling like without a contract. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Let's go! It's down! Take this!
All right, Reener's gone crazy. Yep. The one thing I always see being brought up, and it makes you really think about it, Roman Reigns doesn't wrestle much. You know, for as long as his reign has been, you know, he has like what, 50 actual title defenses. When you look at like older champions, like I know it's hard to look at someone like Hogan in the older era, but I feel like he's got to wrestle a little bit more. So high as 29. Terrible. Take more time off. That the guy's entire MO is just taking time off.
Now.
And I will say, I'm not saying or despairing that these people shouldn't have time off. Like, I get it. Like, I don't want them to go back to the 80s where they're wrestling, 340 days a year. Although, it's funny. Watch like a, I'm trying to think. He does a podcast with, Kevin Nash now. But he used to do all the old, interviews with wrestlers, and they'd always go on about like, fuck, I was working 280 days a week or 280 days a year, away from my. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, everybody also works 5 days a week. Like, they just, I never realized that, but they throw out that big number that they're working a lot. When in reality, if you work it out of like someone who's working, 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, 52 weeks a year. They're working that many times too. I know they're away from their families and whatnot, but they also are making the cheddar. Okay? And the only athlete I know much about is Eddie Hall, the world's strong. Like, currently, Eddie Hall is the world's strongest man.
How's this?
That's good.
My turn.
Not currently, but he holds the records. Okay. Son of a bitch.
Mortal Mirage! An opening! Assist me!
Like he killed Eustace there. God damn it!
How could this be?
Ha!
My turn. My apologies.
He lost a lot of weight to fight Mountain from Game of Thrones. Sounds like you'd have to do that.
Arcus, activate!
Yeah!
Fucking stop healing. Jesus Christ.
Break!
I've got to get that thing off of Reen.
You have my
I mean, it's working out okay, but...
Ready.
Sarah!
He lowered his daily calories from 12,000 to 3,000, so just ate like a normal man, is what you're saying.
I'm up.
Now's my chance!
Wait, you guys wouldn't... No.
Ready.
Switch with me.
Leave it to me. Not today.
Back at you. Very well.
I'm doing okay. Oh, can we get that? Oh! I just had them up. Literally. I had high heavens up, for God's sakes. So thank you for that reminder. If you work 5 days a week, works out 240 days a year when you factor in 2 weeks of vacation, 10 salary, yeah, exactly. But that's what I was saying. You listen to a wrestler, they're going like, I work 260 days a year. Like, okay, yeah, like, and you were paid well for it. Like, I don't want to sit here and argue, but like, you worked and you got paid. Like, that's how that worked. Like, they're not living in a shack, okay? Just because you got divorced 8 times like Ric Flair did, that's not my problem, right? Like, Oh, and you have to watch. Some of them will say they worked over 300 events a year. And then you got to remember that there were two events in a day. You know, they would do an afternoon Saturday show and an evening Saturday show and then an afternoon Sunday show and an evening. Look, I'm not saying like the only thing that bugged me is specifically about wrestling was like, oh, they dedicated their bodies for your enjoyment. Like, yeah, and they got paid properly for it. Like, so, just as much as like an actor did. Nobody asked Mick Foley to jump off of the cage. Okay? It's not my fault he can't walk. Without a lot of pain. That was his choice. Being loaded takes away a lot of work. It does, yeah. All those money problems go away. Alright. We need some work here.
Leave it to me.
Again, is that your problem that they decided to piss away their money? Exactly.
Azure wings.
Moving out.
Just because they decided to put it up their nose shouldn't be, you know, another whole issue, right? I don't like how the camera keeps zipping back and forth like that. Ah.
Judgment time.
My mind is clear. My blade empty. Now!
Let's see if we can get him with a couple back-to-back S breaks.
Action slash! Shredded leaves!
Pretty close.
Behold, the dual blades of Vander. Now.
High Heavens is ridiculously cheap. Like 2 BPs for 80% damage reduction and a 50% heal. Mwah!
I'm finished. Now's my chance. Mortal Mirage.
And open it.
Oh, you poor
Is
miss.
this really?
You didn't even hit anybody.
Let's continue onward.
Oh, I'm gonna get myself a beverage for that one. That was a tough but fair fight, I'll say. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Oh, my voice. It will never recover. Rainer hits up level 100. There we go. And a Brave Seed. And Zerum Powder. Very nice. Remember, folks, you gotta be a little aggressive with your pores now. We've all learned, okay? This isn't even really beer. Sleeman 2.0, I like it, but I mean, you know.
All right, got it. I must train even
There's
more.
not too many RPGs that let you hit that glorious triple-digit number.
Nice. A matter of course.
Platinum Shield really got us out of a jam there, I think. Really did.
The flames of passion. It's no wonder at all you were able to melt through.
Uh-oh. Is it all coming back?
Angie!
Toa? Crow?
Wait.
The hell?
He goes by
That was
Georg
her, right?
now.
The real her?
Those damn masks.
Angelica. Hey, Angelica Rogner.
Yeah, she is
Snap out of
cringe.
it already.
Angelica? No, I'm Red Roseweiss.
That's wrong. It's nothing more than.
Someone shoot her in the face to knock that mask off.
Angelica, you need to break free.
You can do it, Angie!
Oh, I see a reach around right there. They gotta start making these masks out of better products than wood.
Angelica!
Here comes a new challenger!
I'm not sure, Toa. I think I might need you to give me another little squeeze.
There we go. Yeah, who doesn't need a little bit more of a
That
squeeze?
adorable face of yours through that mask. I'll need to get a nice long look now that I can see clearly again.
I can see clearly now when the mask is gone.
Angie!
We got all the memories back.
Thank the goddess you're yourself again. You have no clue how worried I was. Ever since you disappeared,
Maybe I should disappear more often.
No!
How could I ever have forgotten this lovely scent? It felt like I was living a nightmare. But I guess I must have died and gone to heaven in the arms of an angel.
I really need to dye my hair. This gray hair business ain't doing it.
She's back, all right.
I don't have the same effect as Crow or Reen does.
More memories. It seems it was the mask itself that was forcing her to play the role.
Sure wasn't like that for me. Guess old George didn't follow through.
Perhaps he simply couldn't bring himself to. But then again, maybe I'm no different.
Divine!
Major Claire.
Do you still intend to fight?
Without our Iron Horseman, I stand at a disadvantage.
What do you mean? Why do you think she was handled so badly in these games?
Unfortunately, it would seem I have failed in my mission.
Major Revelt.
Then I take it you're just about finishing up here.
Huh? Uncle.
General.
Zex.
For those of you with whom I am yet unacquainted, allow me to introduce myself. Zex Vander, General of the 3rd Armored Division.
It's just that she knows Osborn is basically trying to end the world, yet she still doesn't, she still don't this wishy-washy, I don't know. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I can see how you can get that.
Schwarzer, Class 7, I do hope you've been well. Kurt, your form seems to have improved.
One-Eyed Johnson.
Thank you, Uncle. It's been a while. Congratulations on your promotion.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be stationed at the naval fortress. What, you here to arrest us? Doesn't seem like it.
Very sharp. As a matter of fact, I'm here to investigate the situation. The Heimdall military police are starting to chatter about some trouble at the Cayenne estate.
Then she'll give us this little justice speech.
It
Yeah.
was under my personal command that the situation fell out of control. I will have all units within the estate withdraw immediately and give the order for the Imperial Defense Force to return to base. Forgive me, but may I leave the rest to you?
You may.
Major Claire. So you're gonna let us off the hook for now?
With war on the
There's no
horizon,
choice.
the last thing we want is news of a domestic dispute to surface. As it stands, only the RMP, IDF, and Intelligence Division have orders to apprehend you. Maneuvering around those groups will be your only hope going forward.
So I still have a lot of people to avoid.
Are you?
Sure you should be giving us tips like that, Icy Maiden?
More a word of warning, I assure you.
How's your weekend,
I will
Divine?
not be so charitable next we meet. Governor Regnitz, I apologize for the disruption. Your Highness, Toa.
Did you
My
appreciate
sincerest apologies for inconveniencing you.
the extra hour of sack time?
Angelica, I'm glad you were able to recover your memories. And Reen, I just wanted to say how happy I... No, pardon me.
Oh. Feel like she almost let something slip there.
Nature Claire.
Poor gal. It's clear she's burying her feelings.
Indeed, so deep that the pressure may very well crush her in the end.
Well, now that I'm not playing Reverie, I had people like finally can watch your streams again. Yeah.
No. We'll find a way.
And you're on Yakuza 2, right? I'm not down to dad mode. And I tell you, you'll appreciate those games more. With Toa and the Empress freed, Reen and the others waited for the RMP to withdraw before they left the estate themselves. General Zex ensured that none of Vincent's group or the branch campus students with him were charged with any crimes. Ooh, a breakfast burrito. Once the situation was under control, the general and the governor offered to see the group off. After consulting with their friends on the Merkaba, they decided the best place to say their farewells was the site of the field exercise camp. A Jimmy Dean loaded potato breakfast bowl. I had a beer for breakfast. A breakfast beer, if you will. It's so weird. I've said this before. I wake up at 7. I get my son all settled. I get him breakfast. I make sure he's well fed and everything. But it's always weird of like, you never think of yourself. Like, I never pour myself a bowl of cereal. Go get myself a banana or a bowl of fruit or something. I pour myself a coffee and make sure he's all settled and then before I know it, it's we're off to school and that's it. I mean that is my first and probably only beer of the day. Depends how the day goes, but putting aside my duties as a soldier, I must admit, I'm pleased. Pleased to see Class 7 taking a stand in the dire situation. Even more so to see how my dear nephew has grown and found his way in the world by your side. General. Thank you, Uncle. I really did mean to talk to you about joining the branch campus, but never could find the right time. Nothing to worry about. With all the changes the Third was going through at the time, I wasn't an easy man to get a hold of. But given how well things have turned out, it's safe to say you were guided by ideals. Sure, Aurier, Mueller, even your father would agree if they could see you now. I hope so. Viscount Matthias Vander, one of the Empire's greatest swordsmen, matched only by my father. The thunder god of the Vander School. I've heard the stories. It's not just his skill that's overwhelming, but his raw strength too. I still don't know where Kurt's mother and brother might be. Do you know anything, Uncle? I've heard that the pupils in the farm were drafted, but as far as I understand it, Matthias and Oye are in the east and remain independent. Mueller, it seems his 7th division was decommissioned. His members and supplies were divided amongst the new divisions. But there's been a lockdown on all information pertaining to that process. I'm afraid that's all I know. Do you think 7th Division was known to have close ties with Prince Oliver? I do wish Laura incorporated more of that Cold Steel 2 blue into her outfit. Yeah. So they broke up one group that might try to carry out the prince's will. It seems that way. It's just like they took our role as the Imperial family's guardians away from us. The insults to my family's pride just don't stop. Hurt. Speaking of the Imperial family, I'm starting to worry about the Emperor. I wish she would have agreed to go somewhere safe. Of our hands. But I'm sure she had some sort of plan. Your Highness, are you certain about this? I mean, we can't just leave you behind.
I appreciate you coming all this way for my sake, but as it stands, I must remain here.
And I do apologize about my voice. I would try to do the ladies' voices a little bit better and giving everyone, but I can't. It's fucked.
Were the Empress to go missing now, this nation's people
Trying
would
to
be
lubricate
thrown
it, but
needlessly into chaos, making matters all the more difficult for you, no doubt.
I don't know how in all of this my wife has avoided getting sick. Me and my son have feels like it's been a month long of just being sick. Keep passing it back and forth. Well, maybe so, but no. She's right. The government could easily accuse you of kidnapping the Empress. Do I have any emergency? What the fuck is emergency? I have Vicks and Dayquil. I've been taking that. I mean, it helps with the sinus stuff and everything, but and the hacking cough that only a smoker could love. And we'd really have everyone hunting us down. If it came down to it, we could either seek asylum in Liberl or Remiferia, but...
As I said, it would only cause more trouble than necessary.
I do have medicine I'm taking, and it helps, but... I get to that plateau, and it's a powder mix that strengthens your immune system. Oh, I should look into that. Are you telling me that beer does not strengthen my immune system? Have I been lied to by big brewers?
Even now, we know nothing of
What?
whereabouts.
No! Stop bullshitting a bullshitter.
And right this second, on the other side of the country, the Emperor continues to fight for his life.
But it's got wheat in it, right? His Majesty's surgery is coming up, isn't it?
Do not fret so. Major Claire has already told me the truth of the matter. I understand that it was the Empire's curse that coerced you into shooting.
He'll be fine.
Not your own will.
Okay, Ash. You can get it at Walmart or Amazon. I've taken it for years and rarely get sick. Vine, what if I told you, though, that I don't mind getting sick? Because then I can, have sick time at work. And then more, just more time to vibe. Right? Perks of salary. So she told you, huh?
In that sense,
but no,
the blame lies with the Imperial.
I would love to be over this. I would love to be over that. I mean, I had to take a day off last week because I wasn't feeling 100%, and that sucked. It just sucks to feel sick most of the time.
Perhaps what happened to Olivert was our punishment, though I curse the very thought.
Wait. Could I mix this powder emergency mix into a beer? Or is it one of those things that you're not supposed to mix with alcohol? Because we might be on to something here.
Worse still, our young Cedric now stands at the side of the very man who plotted Olivert's downfall.
Your Highness. Cedric causing his own mother to worry so much.
I deeply sympathize with you, Your Highness. Prince Olivert met with a most cruel and undeserved fate.
I mean, he was turned into a pink mist, with many others.
We must keep hope that His Majesty soon makes a full recovery. I will make certain to keep you updated on his condition.
You have my thanks, Governor Regnitz. Now go, Class 7. May Adios's grace be ever at your side. I leave Elise and Alphin's safe return in your capable hands.
Who else was on that ship with Olivert? Like, major character-wise, the curse seems to do whatever the plot needs. Victor! That was the other guy I was trying to think. Toval. Yes, Your Highness. I can't... I mean, I didn't use him a lot, but I still cared for him. She's such a strong person. I guess she has to rule over the Empire. It seems like Instructor Claire covered for us, too. Yeah. At the end of the day, Major Claire's still Major Claire. This might sound weird coming from the guy who shot the Emperor, but I count on you to keep the Emperor safe. Of course. Promise. Her Majesty will be safe in Ordis. She may not be able to appear in public, but I plan to do all I can for her, including searching for information on His Majesty. Though with the spread of the Great Twilight in the city of Ordis to govern, I can't say how effective I'll be for how long. I know you'll find a way. Remember the promise we made to Elsa. Can't give up, no matter how bad things get. You know I will. Together with Class 7, I'll struggle on to the bitter end. Lucky. It's about time. Exactly right. We're all in this together, and we'll see through it, no matter what. I need to pull myself together. No self-respecting reformist would stand idle in a situation like this. Least of all, when his son is bravely putting his life on the line, I will do all I can to help you. That's the spirit. Well, on that note, I'm happy to inform you that my father, Count Florold, will assist you insofar as he is able to. It's just a shame that Ferris and Patrick aren't able to see them. Well, they slipped out when the RMP and IDF left Ordis, right? That's right. They mentioned a mission they absolutely had to take care of. And they did so that they give us the warmest regards, however. It makes me wonder, though, if Ferris had to leave so suddenly, maybe she's working together with Mint and the others who went missing. Vivi's one of them, right? Wonder what they're up to. Well, they've joined up with the Weissland Army. No, we're searching high and low for them, too. On the one hand, I'm glad that they weren't caught, but they'll be fine. I trust me. I'm sure he'll tell us everything that happened in due time. Knowing him, you're probably right. Ferris, too. If there's anyone I know who can take care of herself, it's her. She walked. Though it shatters a big brother's heart somehow to know his sister no longer needs him. No need to be so good. We'll never know what we never know when they might need to reach out. I've said this many times, my issue with Toval is he just doesn't live up to the hypes of Trails in the Sky 3rd Black Records talk about this awesome, cold, badass bracer. They hype him up so much, and Cold Steel 2 comes and he's just some guy. Oh, and you don't have to worry about censoring badass, okay? Don't censor your badass. And if they're out getting things done, you can't just slack off and let them roll. Great. Still need to get in contact with Jessica and Wayne. For now, keep gathering information with you. Thanks. That'd be great. Get mail out there. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again. Hey, you okay? Sorry, Kurt. I had some more information about your brother. Do not. Mueller is your brother and Evander both. It's not one to be done in so easily. The Evander is to walk your own path with unwavering resolve. Each one of those writes another chapter in our family's long history. So stand tall, holding tight to your hopes, and never forget that you are one of us. I forgive you. Looking at you, I couldn't help but think of family's legacy. Especially with how our world is in chaos. You come to its defense as a successor of our ancestor Roland's dual sword style. You chose your own path when you enrolled at Thor's Branch campus. Look at the trials you've overcome and the allies you've made since. If that is not the mark of a man who knows what it means to be a Vander, to pledge his sword to others' defense, I don't know what is. Is Kurt a Vander by blood, or is like he was adopted? He is by blood. He is by blood. He just does not share the physical look of most of the Vander family. He mentions that in Cold Steel 1, I believe, of like how he's not as big and muscly as everybody else in his family, but he is by blood. It helps Divine. It wasn't like someone was bumping uglies with somebody else off the cuff, and it happened. No, it's not that. Uncle, I don't know if I'm worthy of comparison to a legendary swordsman like Roland. I'll take your words at heart. I will wield our family's legacy in my own way, swords in hand held high. My swords! My cans. My antique cans.
Your rank has increased. Here's a small token of our appreciation.
Hades gem sounds nice.
Amazing. Keep up the good work.
We got the sex assessment. Well, we all got to sound a little bit excited, right? Sex might happen. I just hope that there's somebody new to play Pom Pom Party and Vantage Masters with. That's all I want! Ooh, Angelica back at the helm? It always is weird to me of like, Does that thing have an airbag? Oh, we got no problem guiding a ship. Toa's back at her old gig too. It's great! Oh, let's go check it out. Just switch on over to autopilot. There we go. Loading TVs. When do we get those in the future? I see. So the security's been reduced over the northeastern Lemaire then. Uncle Zex did mention having the 3rd Armored Division patrol pulled back. It should just be enough for us to make it on over to Alster and Raquel. Gaius' entire role in the game seems to be just a ship, a Dominion, and he's still pointless. Please give him some shine. He does have the shine. He's part of the Graal's Ritter now. That means they'll be stationed near Ortis instead. I doubt we'll be able to go back there for a while. Right, and it looks like they carried out those measures in response to yesterday's events. That said, Ilsante falls out their jurisdiction, so the area's still under heavy surveillance. Would have a hard time heading over that way. Sorry everyone, I tried to find us an opening to leaves. I really did. Done great enough job already, more than any of us could have asked. What do we know? I don't know. I've played through all of these games up until this point. I still don't know anything about the church people. Okay? I don't know anything. Well, you've been a huge help, both yesterday and today. And in all honesty, putting even the intelligence division to shame. And you know what? Not one of us expected anything less. You, Toa handling the ship, is going to be a breeze from here on out. That's my Toa. I do love me a working woman. How about a little reward for the effort? To the tune of 20 kisses per hour? Angie, what's gotten into you? I never even left. Having a good chuckle over there. Oh, sorry, got lost in the moment. This feels like our days back at the main campus. I know what you mean. We'd always gather in engineering building to tinker with Andy's bike. And Reem would come by and help us and carry out some test runs. I even left it with you after all said was done. I gave it to Elise after that, so the RF could use it as a development sample. Yeah, and then we had to track Angelica down on her cross-continent tour for permission. Well, that's how it played out, huh? Talk about a behind-the-scenes look. Now, who knew we'd manage to get the crew back together again? Well, I mean, not the whole crew. The person who shot you in Heimel Cemetery, was it really? Yep, it was George. No doubt. Wait, you don't remember who shot you? But
Georg, it would seem you've missed her vitals.
apparently, Georg is not the greatest shot.
I've come up with a way to make use of her. Using the mask, we can gain ourselves a pretty handy pawn.
Oh, is that so? Very well. Do
Wait,
as you wish.
So they expected to kill her. Georg is a terrible shot, and so now they got to use the mask on her.
Withdraw immediately once you've collected your little puppet.
This is where Angelica Rogner dies, if only for a time. Whether you wake from this nightmare is something only Adios can decide. Forgive me, Angie.
Yeah, George is unredeemable. I had no idea he said that. But George, where's the boundaries of when someone is beyond forgiveness? Right there. Right there. Tell you what. You drew the line when Georg shot Angelica and they're trying to redeem him. Not only did he cross the line, but he vomited over the line while he was walking over it. Like, just like, yeah, it was just, like just a walk and a strut with a throw up, right? So that's where he meant when he said you died. Not exactly the shining example of a heartless monster, isn't he? Oh, I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I wasn't exactly lucid then, so all I know is just a convenient delusion. Still, unmistakable fact that he set the bomb on the courageous. I think it goes without saying that a happy ending is probably off the table. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially with the rest of my time taken away. Bro, you can't just give up like that. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not going to try and make light of Crow's situation, but you really look in his eyes and tells George is dead to you? If there's even the slightest, remotest possibility of rebuilding your friendship, is that more than enough to reason to keep hope? Exactly. We made a promise to bring you all together again. A promise we failed to keep 2 years ago. Now that we have Crow back, we might have another shot at making it happen. I'll do whatever I can to help as well. Same here. I know you guys after all. I mean, with all of us working together, I'm sure we can do it. Guys, here we go. Well, you make a fair point. It's too early to be thrown in the towel just yet. Can't argue with you there. Alright, tell me next time you guys find some asses that need kicking. I got some new martial arts skills to be showing off. Angelica, I can't wait to see him in action. I'll give everything I have too. In fact, I've already got a ton of requests from all over, so go check them out pronto. Oh my god, side quests! Cody Red, Brandy recognition, and the West Lemaire Highway Mark. I recently arrived in Arabonia from Red Fury, and I was supposed to meet up with a friend who came here ahead of me. I haven't been able to get in contact, so I'm starting to worry about his well-being. Last I heard, he was heading for Raquel. He'll meet me at the Hermit Bar and Inn. Tell you about it. Hollister's been famous for its locally produced brandy, but there's so much demand for it now that we can't keep up with the orders. Reinstating with some disused equipment we had lying around seemed like the perfect solution. But, oh boy, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. These machines are going to need some serious TLC before they're fit for use. You think you can help? Meet me at the old distillery. You know, it would be great if Laura got upset at Reen's optimism, saying that she can't forgive him after what she did to her father. That would lead to the tension in the group. That would be such a strong... It would be, but it won't happen. Would be, but it won't. We've been getting reports that a particularly dangerous monster that appeared on the West Lemare Highway. Please find and slay this creature. A request from Alistair, a person in search, and yet another extermination request. Wait, who's this Kayla person? From Etheria. Could be one of those two we met at the lodge before? Never met them myself, but I'd wager our resident Duchess already has. Yeah, I bet you got your profiles down pat now. All I'll say is that one is from Ramafury and the other, well, their circumstances are rather exceptional. You see. So, I suspect it's exactly as you already may have guessed. Ah, I get ya. I'm curious, all you gotta do is respond to the request. We should go check on those new locations we can get to as well. Sounds good to me. Raquel opened up just in time. Could use a break after Ordis, but you know, whatever. So does that mean, yep, I'm gonna be your next watchdog? Because that bites. I'll be keeping a tight leash, so best get your shit together, Schwarzer. You can tell he's actually enjoying this. He would not act otherwise. Oh. All right, Ash, I'm counting. You're a lucky guy, Reen. And with that, let's prepare to set off once more. All right, we got Ash. Who do we need? Who do we got? Let's bring Laura. Bring Kurt. Bring Emma. And do one of the new people. Angelica? Or Doobie? That is a lot of muscle. Throw her in there. Why not? You now visit Raquel, Alster, the Rest Lodge, and the surrounding roads. You can also challenge the wild areas of Osgiliath Basin. And we'll be able to progress the story once you've completed at least one of the two semi-required events and bonding points. 3 of them. So, autopilot's on. I can play Tom. All right, formation. Before that gets all off, like, look at this. Look at this. As one hot nun, I would ask to marry. I mean, sure. But here's the thing, though, Divine. She's a hot nun. But aren't nuns abstinent? So I mean, like, you know, she's hot, but I mean, you know, doesn't that mean like that? Maybe like she doesn't like, you know, she's not interested in the peen or anything for that matter. That adds... Okay, well, hey, who doesn't love spice? Spice of life. Alright, so we just need to throw some things on this lace lady. She looks like she's a strength girl. Upgrade her armor and shoes if I can. Okay. Cozy socks. None of my... Put on the album one. All right, and then the orbits should be good. Ah! Oh, we did get a Hades gem though, right? Whatever that does. First attack, art used deals 100% damage, attacks, crafts can KO enemies. Okay, that sounds like that goes on a magic. Where are all my cast twos? Where are all my cast twos? Make some things. Probably. Who do we want to hang with? We got 3 points. Oh, the cat? Oh. So if someone has a heart next to them, what does that mean? That they want to have sex? Hi, ladies. I've been thinking your feet. You really are amazing. You're always so focused. You know exactly what you need to do to get stronger, and you pursue that goal wholeheartedly. Sure. Is that the same for you, Laura? I wish it was. But Laura's a little downhearted. I wish I was old enough to, for us to go drinking. What brought this on? Sarah always says hitting up the bar is a great way to help friends when they're down. Oh. I look forward to the day we can go for a drink together. I didn't even want to. Okay. Sure.
Begin combat.
All right, we're gonna go first. That heart is a romantic option, Jordan. Oh, so I don't want to choose both of them though, then, right? Can I go the harem route or what? Only one, it's not Persona. I tried. This thing's gonna be over before we even know what the fuck is gonna go on. It is harem, but it doesn't have to go to Rage Christmas. Even get a card out in time. Okay. So we got Ash. I want to hang out with the cat. We're gonna hang out with the cat. Let's see who's out onto the Merkaba deck. More card games. I love it. I love it. Hey, Reen. Hi, instructor. Guys, Kurt, what are you two talking about? That's one thing I hope they fix in Persona 3, forcing you into dates you have to cheat. I guess we'll find out, won't we? Yeah, Gaius was telling me about the first time he met my uncle. Oh, right. The time when the troops were at the Zender Gate got cornered by them wolf monsters. You rode right into the mist like some kind of gallant knight. You got a good memory, Reen. Looking back on it now, they probably didn't need my help all that much. I just got a little carried away, you know, when Zio raised the alarm. Scream! That's the side of the story I haven't heard before. Kind of weird that Zex's nephew would end up in the same class we've been part of. Might be fate or something. Or perhaps the will of the wind. Yeah, Power Rangers Zio. 250 years ago, Roland Vander and Prince Dreichels opened up the relationship with the Warriors of Nori. As you said, instructor, I do feel there's a mysterious connection there. Instructor Reen, I heard you're starting playing pom-pom party. I mean, I'd be glad to play against you if you have time. Or if you prefer Vantage Masters, I'm familiar with that as well. I get a double down. Isn't that show about your age? I remember the original Power Rangers. The original. So if that shows my age, then yes. And I'm not old. Oh, fucking sick. No.
Seems I've won.
Oh, I fucked that up.
Thank you for this match.
Yeah, I remember the original. I remember the original. Stupid. What am I doing here? No! Oh my god, no!
Seems I've won.
I suck at this one. MSCI goes crazy grand. I guess that just makes it she's supposed. Yes. Oh my god, I gotta do better. Put him out of his misery!
I've lost.
Jerk. Alright. Vantage Masters now. Uh-oh, Paladin.
For this match.
This might tickle. What's this son of a bitch do? Resurrects one random card? Go fuck yourself! I have a feeling Kurt is going to be quite difficult to play against here. Just like a small hunch. Oh no! Please tell me I get the Paladin card from him after this. Because I think we're gonna need it. I can't keep doing this all day of just murdering his resurrected cards. We're gonna be here forever, baby! Alright, this is not going the way of the dodo. My phone, shut the fuck. Dangerous cards. I feel like an Allstate commercial. I feel like we're in good hands here. What did that do? All right. I don't like how Kurt's got his hand like he's thinking. Like he's like, I'm gonna fuck your day up. Like you just don't know it yet. It feels like we're close. You have nothing but these stupid magic cards out, like you clowning. Like what type of garbage are you planning here? always worry when I get an update on my son's apps for school. I'm like, oh god, I you know, I hope he's having a good day or whatever. It's just it was good. Uh-oh. You're getting to be some terrible things out here. Get rid of you. You are jerk world. Okay. Uh-oh. I don't know what that did. Terrifying. Perfect. Love when that happens out for us. No! I wasted my skill, you idiot! Oh. That's Jordan big brain moments right there. Weren't fully paying attention. I thought I could heal more than what my maximum health was. I don't know what I was logistically thinking about that, but wait, Tommy from the Power Rangers died? When? Did I miss this? All right. No, you can't attack. Jason David. Wasted that roll. Like natural causes, or did he unfortunately take his own life? Last one then. That's the game right there, folks.
I've lost.
Died by suicide. Unfortunate. Oh my god, that's a lot of nice things he gave us. Okay. I can go take a quick pee, and then we're gonna go hang out with some people. Here. just noticed that he got like surprisingly really bright out of nowhere. I'm afraid of looking outside for fear that maybe it's just the sun peeking out of the clouds. But what if North Korea actually did it? Right? It'll be a while. All right. We got. We're gonna go downstairs first just to see what the whole rigmarole is of who to hang with out here. We got more cards. Oh my god! I hope you kids like cards. Now is that with or without the nuclear attack, DJ? I feel like if North Korea hits, that you're gonna have to add a couple zeros to the end of that degree there. We got Sarah, voluptuous Sarah, Angelica, Yuna, Elisa, and nobody in here. Other than Yuze and Doobie just having a good chit chat. Hang out with Sarah, trust me, it's a good. Okay. Sarah, the cat, and maybe I'll have to see who the love interest is. What's the meaning of this? Why are there so many portrayals of gentlemen embracing? Welcome to our world. Is that one of Dorothy's books? Did I instruct Irene? I had no idea there was such lavish literature out there. Schwarzer, what exactly are you teaching young women at your school? Believe me, not part of the curriculum. Looks like it's a Sarah love interest there. Bro, Toa, and Angelica. I don't want to. Green? How long have you been there? If you got what I don't want to interrupt on your face, please come join us. Yeah, grab a seat. All right, if you insist. What are you guys talking about? Well, we're trying to find out the logistics of producing mass orbital bikes. Between all the work Angie and Elisa have put in, like we can make it a reality. Guess all that testing is finally paying off. And I gotta say, it feels good. I only wish George was here to see this. Yeah. But hey, there's always tomorrow. I know how you must feel. I mean, have to force him to be honest with himself about who he really is, like you guys did for me. Bro, yeah, let's get him back. We will, no matter what. Oh, and also I know I'm late to the party, but Advantage Masters. I'm hoping to beat Crow, but what do you say you and I have some little practice match when you got the time? Always got the time.
Well, let's get this thing started.
I got a feeling I might need it, eh? All right. Wild draw draws a card and counterattacks deal 2. Oh my god. What the suck. took out exactly who I wanted you to. Why am I such an idiot? All right. Fuck that up at the beginning there. Ow! What do we want to take? Put a big boy back there. That. Oh. Shit. This might be a job for the Bard deck to seal them all the time. Sorry, are you really gonna counterattack me for 2 damage? I don't like the look of that. I got a feeling you are. Huh. It didn't. I gotta get rid of that thing. be able to get rid of it though. Where was the attack +2 on that? Hit back. That's weird. God, how many times do you heal yourself? Oh! I guess the hope is that they maybe, if I can outlast them and they have no cards left. Maybe.
No! Ha! Love, set, match.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I don't even know. Try the bard.
Well, let's get this thing started.
See if sealing them is the answer. I feel like I waited them out though pretty good there though. Like, had she run out of cards, that would have not gone well for her. But that's exactly. Free hit. Things first. I'll allow you to get any. Some more cards to play off, but the problem is that seal takes up a lot of points real quick. What happened there? Broke the seal, I guess. Alright. Alright. Stop giving her cards though. Fuck! Christ's sakes! Oh, that's terrible. It takes up so much goddamn. Ugh. Oh, this didn't work out well either. Fuck! I don't know what to do. Like that, guys. I don't even know if like that's the like. Like let you draw cards. Like that's the problem. I feel like I did better with the other deck. I just don't know if, like, you know, you have to massage that out a little bit or whatever.
Love, set, match.
All right, let's go hang out with people. What are those flowers for, Instructor Sarah? Oh, these? Just a little small errand of mine is all. Hang on down to the surface in a little bit. You can just reach me on my Arcus if you need me. I'll be sure to catch up with you guys right away. Sure thing. What could she be doing with a bunch of flowers? The imagination runs wild. But if my hunch is right... Sorry if I'm getting the wrong idea, but... Are those for your father? Oh, right, we did talk about that, didn't we? That battle was set for me onto becoming the path on the Bracer. Today's actually the anniversary of his death, right in the middle of all of our operations. Let's see. Instructor Sarah, I don't mind to be a bother, but... The Aragon mine is just up ahead, huh? That's right. Noble families and heavy industry leaders have been fighting over the mining rights here for years. They never get their hands dirty, of course. They've got the Northern Jaegers and Nidhogger for that. Unlike Sashin, the RF group has very little influence over Aragon. At least that's the way it was 8 years ago. A lot of people are interested in this place. Imperial Army, the Provincial Army, the Noble and Reformist factions. Things really started heating up when it looked like the fighting would lead to town itself. It's when my squad got ambushed by Nidhogger. I always thought we were the better fighters, but... Sarah. The noble family that hired us isn't even around anymore. The company that was paying Nidhogger went out of business too. So much can change in just a few years. Well, look who we got here. The Jaeger Corps of Nidhogger. You're... Nidhogger? What's going on here? And the Northern Jaegers? I heard you were working together, but it's hard to believe. Everyone's pals now that you're all Imperial dogs, isn't that it? Call it what you want. It's only temporary. But don't get the wrong idea. We're not here to fight. Not today. Huh? All of us hold Colonel Valstein in the greatest regard. We won't ever forget what he did for us. We might fight for the Empire now, but we wanted to at least pay our respect. We lost good men and women on that day, too. And since we're supposed to be allies now, we figured we'd put aside our differences and come here to remember those who've passed. I see. Looks like we misjudged you. We should have expected this from one of the most elite Jaeger corps in existence. Makes sense you have some pride. Okay, don't sweat it. We'll go make our offerings now, don't worry. We didn't skimp. It's good stuff. What the? Presents. Green, do you think? Yeah, they're coming. Uh-oh. Well, those aren't terrifying at all. What? Hostile spirits? Quick, get out of here, go! Ah, for fuck's sake. Evil weed. It hurts! Curse you all! Why did we have to die out here so far from home? There. No way. Their spirits have been here the whole time? Why do they suck? Well, the great twilight again. This is the last thing we need. Why'd it have to happen today of all days? Green, we better go crazy? Your powers as a sacrifice are attracting them. Green, stop it! We can't just let them wipe everyone out. Fine, I promise. Let's take the others and get out of here. Sarah ain't leaving. Green! What the heck was that just now? Fall back, all of you. This isn't the kind of enemy you can deal with. But we can't just sit back and watch. Listen to me, you'll only get in the way. You might even get possessed again. I need to go get my student back. I can't let anything interfere with that. Fine, but don't you dare die, Sarah. Shoot, retreat. Good luck, Purple Lightning. I know this isn't the time or the place, but I can't help but feeling kind of pumped. Dad, lend me your strength. I can do this. I'm the Purple Lightning, A-rank bracer, Imperial Guild member, instructor of the old Class 7. I'm Sarah Valstein. Here I go.
Bring it on.
Okay, that was great. Just smacked me for a good solid few. Formation that emphasizes speed, reduces recovery time, and grants acceleration.
Lightning, charge me up! Ah! It's my turn. Ah! I'm just getting started.
Crikey. She's one of the fastest characters in the game? Could be. Could be.
Yeah! I'm just getting started.
Although I can't really get much done here. I need Reen to not go crazy here.
I'll shred you to pieces! Ah!
He certainly does. Also doesn't help when he gets 2 turns in a row.
Bring it on,
Come on! What the hell am I supposed to do here? I I mean, he started the fight is crazy. I don't think you have to win to get a bonus. I mean, it didn't really say anything, but
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
disappear.
Bring it on, punk.
Come on. Wish I knew how much breath did for recovery. But I feel if I can win, I mean,
It's my turn.
Despair.
Die. Yeah, I messed up.
Is that even possible to win? I mean, I guess it probably is, but... Oh. Always knew you had potential. You've really grown these last 3 years, Reen. Sorry, Dad. Please forgive me.
It's okay, Reen. I'm here. I'll accept you no matter what. So come on. You have so many people in your life to come back to.
Shut the hell up! Come on, fight it, Reen. Reen! Get back! Ah! There you go. Why? Stop it! Don't you know what'll happen if you keep pushing yourself like that? I could say the same to you. Huh? You're going to stop me? I have people that need me? What gives you any right to say that to me when you're planning to throw away your own life? You're not your father, Sarah. You don't have to do what he did. He wouldn't want that. No one does. You know that, right? But besides, you're just as important to me as the others. I don't want to do this if you're not here with me. Rain, it's so like him.
I'm sorry. That was pretty stupid of me, I'll admit. Please, Reen, don't cry.
I'm not crying. I'm just so glad you're all right. I'm so sorry. Boy, you sure are a problem child. I can't take my eyes off you for a second, can I? Exhausted from their battle, Reen and Sarah collapse next to each other. After resting for a while, they return to the ship together, sharing a few words along the way. Way to pay our respects. Look at those poor things. Something else. Instructor? I'm sorry, I shouldn't have... No, it's okay. I appreciate you coming, Reen. It meant a lot to me. Huh? What I'm saying is, I'd love for you to come with me again next time I try. If it's not too much trouble, I mean. Ah. Of course I'd be happy to. So do you get anything if you're able to defeat him? Hey Celine, getting some good snoozes in there? You and Emma kept on right on Angelica for us last night, right? Yeah, we worried that mask might have left her with some after effects. It ended up being completely fine, but this goes to show how capable the Black Workshop is. Oh yeah, like I could see like I would lose like a hell of a lot of items, and it doesn't seem like Reen fights fairly like the way of like when I have him and he goes crazy. Like it didn't seem like, you know, like, oh, he had to take a time and 3 turns later and then he doesn't go berserk or whatever. Like, whatever. You're telling me. You know, there are a lot of facilities at their headquarters that I'd never seen before. Doubtless to say that's the tip of the iceberg. You can expect there'd be a big threat moving forward. You can't let her guard down with them. Celine's been an invaluable asset to us. This might actually be a good opportunity. Not to change the subject, but would you come down to the surface with me later? I'd like to get something special from around Parm. Huh? What's gotten into you? Since when do you invite me out to places? I mean, I was just thinking that I hadn't properly thanked you for all you did for me back at the Black Workshop. I've actually been meaning this since you had back during the Civil War. I'd say I'm long overdue for that by now. I told you. It was all just part of the mission, but I guess you'll throw a fuss no matter what I say. Well, far from it me to you to return you down. Let's make sure you pick out something nice. You made the right choice, Jordan. I don't think there's any item that's worth it what you'd lose to win. Oh, like I'd have to use some really good stuff. Like stuff that I might have to rely upon, you know, at the end game, perhaps. Well, we went around visiting shops and stalls selling accessories made with the Spinning Town's famous artisan dyed fabrics. After a while, they decided to stop by the inn for a break where they had some snacks and fresh farm milk.
5 o'clock somewhere!
Hey, Dream Eaters, how are you? You caught me just at the end of a beer. How's your weekend, Dream? And we continued their search and, unable to find a suitable gift as our hopes began to wane, they decided to check one more place, the general store's clothing section. It was there that Reen's gaze fell onto a certain something. My voice sounds terrible. Still just battling the sickness. Sorry to keep you waiting, Celine. What took you so long? I had to explain to the shopkeeper what I was looking for. Got this made to order. Meow? Who's that pretty girl? You stayed in bed till 10:30. That's not bad. It's a good sleep in. When I saw those beautifully dyed fabrics, I immediately thought of getting you a new ribbon. And while the shopkeeper was making one for me, I found a matching choker too. Looks good on you. Then cleaned and crafted till 4 p.m. Sounds like a good day. And now you're gaming. What are you playing? The pink looks great against my black fur. Right? I mean, I knew you'd like it. It should suit you when you're in your other form too. Just don't expect me to make a habit of shapeshift. It's only for special occasions. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Heroes. That's the first one, right? Of the 2 Fire Emblem games on the Switch. For someone as clueless about social interactions as you, this was very thoughtful. Okay. What is it? Oh, it's a follow-up. Okay. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Thank you. I was just thinking, we've known each other for a long time, haven't we? Remember the first time we spoke? It was during the Civil War. We piloted Valimar together. Now we joke around with one another. And you've seen my human form. I never expected our friendship would bloom like this. I'm really glad it did, though. Thanks for being such a good friend, Celine. Permission to hug? Permission granted! We're just handing them on out there, right? Knock it off. You're making too much of a deal of it. I'll have no regrets later about things left unsaid. I'm telling you, if we get to hang out like this again, considering the situation. It might have sounded cheesy, but it's being sincere. Green? You know, I'm not good with this touchy-feely stuff, though. What did you make me do? You're such an idiot, Reen. So this ribbon's what? A goodbye gift in case we never get to see each other after this? You don't seriously think this scrap of cloth is enough to pay me back for everything I've done for you over the years, do you? Huh? Don't imagine for a second that I'm going to let you get away with this. I'm going to get you out for this. What? You think you're all that, huh? Huh? Celine, I'm not perfect by any means. I have my bad habits, and you're always quick to point out other failings that I have. It's great that you do that, but you're helping me become a better person. So, thank you again. I consider you a work in progress. You're still a diamond in the rough, but I'll make you shine one day. Why does the ribbon change the color of the strand of her hair? Best not to think about it, Divine. And one more thing. I've also benefited from our friendship. So I'd like to let you know that you're not utterly useless. Well, you just about to thank me? You wish. What I'm trying to say is, you owe me, and maybe I'm in some very minor ways, I owe you too. So stick around until we got even, okay? Alright, that sounds good to me. Boy, Dream Eaters is throwing out the love here. Great to see it. This ribbon really does look pretty on you. Stop trying to get on my good side after making me so angry. Then we were discovered by a group of curious children who started asking about her ears and tail. The two quickly slipped out of town and headed back to the ship. Alright, I'm gonna try to beat Angelica in advance before we finally hang out with. So we got Yuna, and we got Elisa or Ash. Why is that one blocked out? Are you kidding me? Really, Dream? I mean, it's a fucking virtual hug, for fuck's sakes. Can't get to it yet, okay. People really do take their fucking chats a little too seriously. Well, I had my best with the witch. Yeah,
Well, let's get this thing started.
We made progress in Reverie. One day I will also be able to say, make progress in Reverie. Act 3 and 40 hours in. How many acts are there in that game? You don't know? That. But it asked me to get everyone to 110, and that's my last 8 hours of the game. God damn it. Not take too many blows from that. I was out of money in the game. I feel like the last few games have been like that. Like I never found like I ran out of money in the other games, but like it certainly is a thing in this one for sure. In Cold Steel 4, I feel like I'm running out of money relatively quickly. Or I better be fucking careful here. Now, mind you, I can freaking kill this thing, but still didn't give me a fucking ranged character. That would have been nice. Let's get some things up here relatively. Considering making a new batch of minis instead. How often do you go out and pick up those minis? I almost feel like I don't know why you were able to attack. Why are you able to attack? Oh, you're ranged. I'm so fucking confused. A few hundred. Jesus Christ. Like, no matter what I do, I think I'm done here. Unfortunately. I still don't know what the wing means. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Get rid of you. I can't attack with you. What the fuck? Did I already do that? Maybe. Stop me from doing things or what? Like I don't like I think like regardless of what I do here, I think I'm still done. I think he can move. I think he can just move up and hit me. Fuck!
Love, set, match.
I don't know. I don't. I feel like that's the. We were so close the last time.
Well, let's get this thing started.
I'm not getting my good starting cards. Like, what does the wing mean on this thing? Like, it's got a trophy with the wing, and then it's got a wing underneath. I don't freaking know. It's flying and it has no summoning sickness. Oh, so it can attack right off the hop? Okay, follow up. So what does flying mean? Does flying mean it can move and attack at the same time? See, here we're getting a good jump. No, I have not. Flying can only be blocked by flying or reach. Oh. I played it like maybe 3 times in my life and I hated it. We're in okay shape here. It's weird how literally how the way the cards can work of what I get and what she gets, and whether it goes her way or not. It ain't going her way. I am attacking her, DJ, but I don't want to lose my characters. Like, I got enough here where I think I can murder her. Like, I don't want... Like, I don't think there's really anything she can do here without the worry. Like, I think I have enough on there to be able to kill her. Goddamn healing, though. It's got to go away. Where's your stupidity? What do I got? I got 4, 7, 8. Bang for the buck right there. That perfect. So this is where, like, the brain starts to think, right? Like, 2 there, gonna murder that, so that'd be 2, 9.
Damn, I knew you'd give me a challenge, Reem.
Fuck, that was hard. Oh my god, that was a pain in the ass. But again, that was all literally, RNG. Got the right cards. She didn't. She did not. She did not get the right cards. All right, I want to go to the shop. I want to see what we got here. Emma's working the counter today. Took off when we were in the village. I did. Grandmother's a picky eater and she can't be bothered to do things she thinks are troublesome after all. Before Vita left, we used to take turns cooking. I can't really imagine Vita doing that. She's actually better with housework than she comes across. We'd come up with recipes together so grandmother would have to eat a properly balanced diet. I see.
What would you like?
All right, we got a new book. We already have a holy text. Monies. I want to. Yeah, I'll get over there. I'll get over there and check it out.
Come again. What would you like?
Those just were not as expensive in the U material.
Come again. What would you like?
What do you got bargains wise?
Come again.
Really? Milliam said that? Yeah, she was hoping we could make it together. Hey guys, what's this about Milliam? Instructor Reen. Eustace was just telling me Milliam wanted to make something special to surprise me. A giant pancake. She showed me a basic blueprint she drew up for it. It was supposed to be 2 large long across the middle. I tried to tell her there wasn't a griddle in Arabonia big enough to cook something that size, but she said that wasn't meant and she'd have a giant pan too. That's so like her. Classic Milliam, always dragging people into her weird schemes, but really isn't a bad idea. With Flame Solace's power, casting a giant griddle isn't entirely out of the question. You come up with some pretty bold ideas, Altina. It does sound like it'd be fun to try out. It does. It certainly does. Alright, we've chatted with them. Altina, who we're not going to talk to. Sure. Mana supply to Divine Knights and Panzer Soldat seems to be stable at the moment. Ordinarily, though, the mechanism would have been used to activate their Merkaba's various armament. I would have assumed 2 Divine Knights and 4 Panzer Soldats require a serious amount of power. Oh, believe me, they do, but exactly what we need the mana engine on the Merkaba. We actually even still have some energy to spare. We could fly another couple of Panzer Soldats if we wanted to. Is there anything this ship can't do? Judging by how much power the Merkaba can put out, I imagine what its battle capabilities are. Alright, Green's got that. We're back at... Jeez, it's so expensive! One! What did I say I wanted to make? Like a couple of, what was it, cast 2s? If we can. 1. EP cut 2, another good one. EP2 would probably be a good one. And a mine. Yeah. Lots of good covers, nothing new. You just ordered. Still no new weapons. That's new for him. Still save some money, I think. Santa Maria. What's it? Lord. If only Milliam didn't straight up lie to us on 3 and say she wouldn't fight with the Iron Bloods, then sacrifices herself and becomes a sword, even though that's exactly what the bad guy wants. What a strange scene, guys. I'm so confused why she did that. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, if I see red, it does not get passed here. If I if I go hang out with someone for bonding events, that's not going to stop me from doing the required requests, right? I mean, it should be possible if... Well, Yuna, is that an academy textbook? Would you be studying? Oh, come on, instructor. I might act carefree, but still got my responsibilities as a student, you know? With all these places to go and members of old Class 7 around, I thought I'd take the chance to review what I learned back at the branch campus. For now, I've been looking into whether Crossbell might be able to regain its independence once this whole crisis is dealt with. This is some pretty dense stuff, though. I can feel my brain melting away, seriously. Well, you really are something, Yuna. No matter how dire things get, you always find a way to look ahead. Well, I gotta be good at something, I guess. You got some time on your hands, instructor. You want to join me if you're up for it? Yuna's studying hard. I mean, I should stick around, you know, as her instructor. Well, maybe I can help sort out your thoughts while I'm here. You know, 2 heads are better than 1, right? That's true. I think I'll take you up on that. She generally, I think, didn't have the greatest grades, but I don't know if it was the worst. Reed and Yuna then began looking into the possibility in future for independence of Crossbell, debating the details and adjusting their points. The subject was a difficult one with many disparate elements to consider. Crossbell's earlier declaration as an independent state, and the imperial occupation, and so forth. Oh god, we brought everybody in on this. Eventually, even Muse and the old Class 7 joined in on the discussion, each contributing their own takes on the matter from an international framework. Or some other bonding events involved other characters. Yeah, like they're sort of really just melded in on a single, maybe 2 characters at most, but nothing of ever bringing the whole class back together again, right? That was just what I needed. Finally able to clear my head a bit, thanks to you and Muse and everyone else from Class 7. I should have guessed there'd be some challenges to Crossbell regaining its independence after all. Fortunately so. Crossbell's reputation as the city of sin and Dieter Qua actions won't be forgotten anytime soon. Not to mention the rest of the corruption that infested its government and the countless terrorist attacks that happened in the shadows. But that was all supposedly thanks to the Governor General Rufus. So it's also something to consider. It's so complicated. Even if we survive all this end of the world stuff, we still have a massive pile of problems to solve. I feel like I finally get it now, what Lloyd and the others are fighting for. Independence isn't something that can be won easily, not even close, but they still give it all they got. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. And what about you, Yuna? What are you planning to give up? With all these obstacles blocking the way. What? No! Never! Even if we're a part of Erebonia now, we're always Crossbell. We take pride in that. Of course I know we've lost our home in physical sense. But if the people of Crossbell can find a way to stay true to themselves, we've never lost that pride. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe there is a way for Crossbell and Erebonia to coexist together. I mean, if both sides hold their heads high, I'm sure we'll carve out the path between us. Yuna. Another head pat from Marine. I think he might just have stumbled on a hint of all of this. We've grown so much since we started. It's incredible. Jeez, he's so much sometimes. I guess old habits die hard.
Well, I mean, of course I have. After all, I've learned more in Class 7 than I ever could have imagined. And, it may not be obvious, but I'm actually the kind of girl who thrives on positive reinforcement, you know?
I see. Let's keep giving it all we've got, Yuna. I'm behind you every step of the way.
Wait. What's gotten into me? I'm not... Am I?
Well, everybody chatted up. Everybody good. Side quests are a go. But I'm going to wait until the next stream to do that, because I only got a half an hour before I got to wrap things up, and I don't think I want to get in the middle of something before that happens. So I thank everybody. I need to go take some tea and some lozenges and see if I can make this throat feel a little bit better for me because talking hurts. I thank you guys all for coming on in. We'll be back tomorrow with Eternites. See if we can really wrap that up. I don't know if we'll be able to wrap that up or not, but yes, don't forget the emergency. Forget about it. As Kenny Omega says, time for you to bounce out and say goodbye and good night. I appreciate that too. All the best, guys. Bye-bye. See you later.